Hey guys, it's Cameron here, aka the Currency Kid. I just wanted to give people a little walkthrough on how to use the MyEther wallet. For those who haven't used it before, um, so you want to make sure you go to the right site. You want to make sure that you don't get phished. So you'll always want to check up here to make sure you're actually going to the right wallet, or yeah, to the right MyEther wallet. And then once you have that, and you know that it's the correct one, the correct version, and I'm going to submit a link in my description on the right link. You'll want to save that. You'll want to bookmark it so that you don't type it in. You think it's the same one, and someone replaced a letter in here and gets you to go to the wrong wallet. So I always double check every time I'm going to log in. I look up here and make sure it's secure. Check every letter. Check that. Make sure it's spelled correctly. Boom. Good to go, especially if it's a link that you bookmarked. Okay, so here's the home page right here. First thing you'll want to do is you'll want to create a new wallet. Type in a password that you won't forget. I'll just do hello 2019. Make sure you do not forget that. You'll want to create a new wallet. You could download a key store file, which if you ever lose your password, you can open that file up, type in that password, and you'll be able to recover. But it's best to make sure that you don't lose any passwords just in general, especially if that file gets lost or the computer gets lost and you didn't back it up, because you'll be able to access MyEther wallet from anywhere you have internet connection. So definitely important that you keep your password secure and you don't trust everything just to be on one computer there. All right, so let's say we downloaded that. We have that on our computer. You can even make a copy of that on an external hard drive, etc. Next, clicked I understand, continue. Now this is going to give you your private key. This is the key that you enter in to access your MyEther wallet and all the funds that are stored on your MyEther wallet. This is not your public key where you have people send your funds to, external people send funds to. This is your key to log in. Do not screenshot this and save it on your computer, because someone can hack your computer, look at your pictures and screenshots, see that password, log in, take all your cryptocurrencies, and don't copy it and go down and like paste it in your notes or something, because if somebody hacks your notes, they can recover that. Good recommendation is to write this down on a piece of paper. Write it down on 4 pieces of paper. You know, put one in in a safe in your house. Stash one in a secure spot in your vehicle, whatever. You know, just make sure that it's written on paper, or that you have a way. If you are going to copy it and put it in different locations, maybe break it up into different pieces and put it in different orders on your notes, and hide them and lock the notes to make it so that there's no way someone can log into your notes and you know, go through all your different notes and put everything together and put this together. You know, you'd be surprised though. There's hackers out there that are pretty creative and smart. So best advice: write it down and put it in a couple secure places. Don't leave it in your wallet, or you're just hanging around your wallet. Because what if you lose your wallet? Someone picks it up, sees that code in there, understands what it is, goes to my Ethernet wallet, puts that code in, has access to all your funds. So, you know, this isn't a bank where if someone spends your money and logs into your account, you get refunded from the bank. If you submit a fraud report, you're fully responsible for your password and your funds. And if someone finds it, they have just as much access to it as you do. So once again, this private key is very important for you to save. If you lose it, um, yeah, probably a chance you're never going to get your tokens back, and you can't just call up Ethereum or whoever you got those tokens from and get new ones. You're pretty much screwed at that point. Um, okay, so we'll move on. All right, so I think I got that secured there. Now, if you want to go to unlock your wallet, it's giving me this option here, but you'll want to go to send ether and tokens. Different ways to log in. You can have your passwords there that you saved, the private key down here, which is what we'll be using, and then there's ways where you can actually connect your Nano Ledger and your Trezor or MetaMask to open up and access your coins. You can also just enter in your yeah, not your private keys, but you can enter in your address here if you just want to view kind of what you got going on in your wallet there. If you just want to check what's in there and not actually access it and use your password. But for right now, we'll go to private key. We're going to put in that private key there. Once again, very important to keep that safe. Okay, let's go to unlock it. All right, now we are in. Start right here. This is your account address. This is your public address for your MyEther wallet. This isn't your private key, so make sure you don't get those confused. If someone's asking you, hey, send me your public key so I can send you Ether, and you send them your private key by accident, that person now has access to all your funds. You have to hope that you can trust them or scramble back, get inside your wallet, and send funds to a new one. So very important that you don't confuse your account address and your public key with your private key. But this address right here is where you're going to have people send you Ether and all the different tokens that are built on the Ethereum network that are stored on your MyEthernet wallet. So this is that address right there. This shows your account balance. And then these two little links right here, if you click on them, it'll show you all your transaction history. It'll show you what you sent, how much you sent, what address you sent it to, and you can click on who you sent it to, and you can look at all their past transactions and click on those. And it's really an endless web of, tokens were sent to this person. Okay, that person sent tokens to these 10 people. Let's look at one of those people. They sent tokens to these 100 people. And it's like a nonstop web of just, connecting to different transactions to different wallets there. Pretty similar here for tokens. This shows, let me go back there. So if you click on this right here, click on tokens, it'll show you all the tokens that you have a balance with. As you can see, here's my address. It matches what's there. I have no token balances. I have no Ether. I have no transfers. I've done nothing. You could be a little alarmed the first time you send different Ethereum tokens to your MyEthernet wallet. If you have Ethereum in here, it'll show you right there. But for example, if you have PoonDX or Zebi that you sent to your MyEthernet wallet and it says 0 right here, then you go down here to check your balances and it shows nothing, don't freak out. Click on tokens, balances, it'll show you right there. It won't show it here. What you'll have to do is you'll have to look at all the different tokens that MyEthernet wallet supports. Let's just say, here, let's try to find Ion, for example. So if you have any Ion, it'll show right there. If you have any of this currency right here, you can click to load. It'll show you how much you have of that. Obviously, I have 0. If the currency if the token in cryptocurrency you're trying to load is not on there, what you want to do is you'll want to go up here, back to the very top, and what you want to do is add a custom token. So let's say, for example, you were sent some PoonDX. It's not showing. I just Googled PoonDX contract address, and it sent me here. You can find this on Etherscan. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to copy the contract address, put it right there. How many decimals it has? 18, and then the abbreviation MPXS. Okay, so MPXS, 18 decimals. Save. Okay, so that one was actually already added by default. So yeah, I'm sure if we go down there, we would have been able to find it, but that's how you add a custom token if you can't see it. I don't know why my computer's doing that. But once again, you can check that by going to tokens here. So once again, clicking on the Etherscan right there shows all your past transactions. Tokens right here shows your balance and past transactions. Showing all tokens right there. Down here, actually, let's see if we can even find PoonDX. Let's see. Yeah, right there. So it was already added on there. But now you know how to, if you don't see one, once again, you just go back there, back to the top, add custom token, type in that token address, the symbol, the decimal, save it, and boom, it'll populate. You'll see, okay, I do have PoonDX in my account, and not an issue. Nothing else to really see on this side. It'll show your balances. Once again, your ETH balance right here. Okay, now to create a transaction, right here is the contract address. So let's just say I'm sending tokens to a friend's Ether wallet, and this is his public address. Once again, this is not where you put your private address. This is the address you're sending the tokens to. So I'm sending it to this address. Of course, you'll want to make sure that you're sending the right token. So if I'm sending someone Ether, making sure I'm sending Ether, I can send the entire balance or a certain number. If I want to change it to sending them PoonDX or Zebi or Ion, Icon, I'd click right here and I'd go to, click on whatever the token is. If it's not showing here and you know that you have that token in your wallet, once again, you'll want to go to add a custom token and repeat this right here. And then that'll, populate that token there. It'll show your balance, and then click here again, and it will show on there after you've done so. So obviously super important to make sure the address is right, make sure that the coin is right, the gas limit. This is something I just keep as is. Obviously, if you are trying to make the transaction go through a lot faster, you can increase that gas limit. That's going to increase the fees and how much Ether it takes from your account balance. I don't really mess with that too much. I keep it the same as it is. You'll notice the higher, I don't think it'll show now, but you'll notice the more tokens that you do send, it's going to increase that gas limit, which is basically increasing the transactions that the miners are going to get when they broadcast your transaction to the network. So if you want it to go through faster, you can increase that. That would only make sense if that would make sense in a scenario where, let's say it's an ICO and you're trying to get your funds in before other competitors trying to get their money in on the ICO. You can increase the gas limit and make it go through a lot faster. Then you'll generate the transaction here, and then send transaction here. It'll give you an overview. So you're sending from this address to this address. Very important that you double check that address many times. Make sure this isn't a private key, and make sure that's not a contract address. I made a mistake when I first started out. I typed in PoonDX's contract address right there, and I sent $600 worth of tokens to PoonDX's contract address that I was never able to receive back. Huge mistake. Don't want you guys to make it. Make sure that this is the right public address. Double check it a few times. Double check the amount, how much is in your account. Double check the token, gas limit, all that. And then if you're sure, click the yes, I am sure, make transaction. Click that button, and it should be good to go. After a while, you can go here, boom, click on Etherscan. You can see all your outward transactions. If there's a problem, let's say your friend didn't get the transaction within a day, you can give him the hash number to look at. He can go find that hash on on Etherscan, and he can see, okay, it did go to the address that I gave him. Why didn't that go to mine? Okay, I gave him the wrong address, therefore it's my fault, not his. So there's a way to double check. Make sure that all this is correct, all this is accurate. And that's pretty much it. It gets more detailed, but really that's all you're going to use it for the most part. Yeah, and then when you're done, click out. Make sure that you don't have that private private key stored anywhere in an unsafe position, and you should be pretty safe. Hope this was helpful, guys. Take care.